Welcome to Ask Rare Class Notes YouTube channel. Before starting the video, I request you please support and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. Thanks. Paraphrasing of the poem, Two Mothers Remembered, written by Joann Duncanson. Stanza 1. Original readings. I had two mothers I claim, two different people, yet with the same name. Two separate women, diverse by design, but I loved them both because they were mine. Paraphrasing of stanza 1, line by line. The poet says she feels as though she had two mothers in her life. Both were called mother, but they were not the same person in nature. Each mother had her own personality and way of being. She loved both versions because they were her mothers. Paraphrasing of stanza 1, in a paragraph. The poet says that she was blessed with two mothers, both of whom she claims as her own. Though they were two different women with their own unique qualities and ways, they shared the same role of motherhood in her life. Despite their differences, she loved them both deeply because each was special to her in her own way. Stanza 2. Original readings. The first was the mother who carried me here, gave birth and nurtured and launched my career. She was the one whose features I bear, complete with the facial expressions I wear. Paraphrasing of stanza 2, line by line. The first mother gave birth to her and brought her into the world. She not only gave life but also cared for her and set her on her life path. The poet looks like this mother, carrying her physical traits. Even her expressions are like her mother's. Paraphrasing of stanza 2, in a paragraph. The first mother was the one who gave birth to the poet, cared for her, and guided her through the early stages of life. From this mother, she inherited her physical appearance and even the expressions she shows on her face, carrying a strong resemblance to her. Stanza 3, original readings. She gave her love, which follows me yet, along with the examples in life she set. As I got older, she somehow younger grew, and we'd laugh as just mothers and daughters do. Paraphrasing of stanza 3, line by line. Her mother's love still stays with her even now. She also remembers the good lessons her mother taught. As the poet grew up, her mother seemed more youthful in spirit. They shared joy and laughter like any close mother and daughter. Paraphrasing of stanza 3, in a paragraph. The poet accepts that her mother gave her unconditional love and set good examples for her to follow. As the poet grew older, her mother's spirit seemed younger, and they shared many happy and joyful moments together as both mother and daughter, and also as friends. Stanza 4, original readings. But then came the time that her mind clouded so, and I sensed that the mother I knew would soon go. So quickly she changed and turned into the other, a stranger who dressed in the clothes of my mother. Paraphrasing of stanza 4, line by line. But later, her mother's memory and thinking began to fade. The poet realized she was losing the mother she had always known. Her mother changed rapidly into someone new, though she looked the same outside. Inside she was different. Paraphrasing of stanza 4, in a paragraph. Poet says that later, her mother's memory started fading, and the poet realized that the mother she had always known was slowly disappearing. She changed quickly into another version of herself, who seemed like a stranger, though she still wore the same clothes and looked the same. outwardly. Stanza 5, original readings. Oh, she looked the same, at least at arm's length, but now she was the child and I was her strength. We'd come full circle, we women three, my mother, the first, the second and me. Paraphrasing of stanza 5, line by line. From the outside, she still seemed like the same person. But now roles had reversed. The mother became like a child, and the daughter had to care for her. Life had come full circle between grandmother, mother, and daughter. It was like three women existed: the mother of the past, the mother she became, and the daughter herself. Paraphrasing of stanza 5, in a paragraph. From a distance she appeared unchanged, but in reality, she had become childlike. The roles were reversed. The daughter now had to become the strength and caretaker of her mother. The poet reflects that life had come full circle, connecting the three generations: grandmother, mother, and daughter. Stanza 6, original readings. And if my own children should come to a day when a new mother comes and the old goes away, I'd ask of them nothing that I didn't do. Love both of your mothers as both loved you. Paraphrasing of stanza 6, line by line. The poet thinks of a future when her children may face the same, when she herself may change with age, like her mother did. She would only want her children to do what she herself did. She asks them to love both versions of her, just as she loved both versions of her own mother. Paraphrasing of stanza 6, in a paragraph. The poet finally says that when her own children face a similar situation in the future, she hopes they will also love her in both forms: the strong mother they knew in their childhood and the weaker mother of old age, just as she loved both versions of her own mother. Summary of the poem, Two Mothers Remembered, written by Joann Duncanson. The poem, Two Mothers Remembered, by Joann Duncanson, beautifully describes the two different phases of a mother's life as seen by her daughter. In the beginning, the poet remembers her first mother, the one who gave her birth, raised her with love, guided her with values, and shared joy and laughter with her as a friend. But with the passing of time, this mother changed due to old age and memory loss, becoming like a child who needed care and strength from her daughter. Though it was painful to see this change, the poet still loved her deeply. She realizes that life comes full circle, where mothers become like children and daughters become their support. In the end, she wishes that her own children will one day love both versions of her, the strong and the weak, just as she loved both of her mothers. Central idea of the poem, Two Mothers Remembered, written by Joann Duncanson. The central idea of Two Mothers Remembered is the unchanging love between a mother and child, even as the mother goes through different stages of life. The poet lovingly recalls two versions of her mother: the first, a strong, caring, and nurturing woman who gave her birth, raised her, and taught her valuable lessons, and the second, an older and weaker version of the same mother, whose memory faded and who became dependent like a child. Although this transformation was painful to witness, the poet accepted both with the same affection and respect. The poem teaches us that true love and respect for parents should continue in every stage of their life, whether they are strong or dependent. It also carries the message that children should treat their mothers with the same devotion their mothers once showed them. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked this effort, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like, comment, and share the video.